Today, we're exploring concept aircraft, the futuristic designs that push the boundaries of aviation as we know it. These aren't just dreams, they're glimpses into the future of flight. On October 14, 1947, the bullet-shaped Bell X-1 secured its legacy in aviation history as Captain Charles A. "Chuck" Yeager became the first person to break the sound barrier in a documented and successful supersonic flight. Initially designated the XS-1 standing for Experimental Supersonic, the X-1 marked the beginning of a line of rocket-powered X-planes that Yeager and other test pilots would use to explore new frontiers of speed and altitude. The X-1 did not use a traditional runway takeoff. Instead, it was transported to high altitude inside the bomb bay of a Boeing B-29 Superfortress. At the designated height, the X-1 was released like a large bomb, free-falling away from the B-29 before the pilot activated the rocket engine, propelling the aircraft rapidly upward and forward. French engineer René Leduc achieved his initial breakthrough with Ramjet propulsion in 1935, successfully operating a functional engine that generated 0.039 kilonewtons of thrust. His work resumed after World War II, and by 1949, the first 0.10 Ramjet-powered aircraft took flight after being launched from a Languedoc airliner. The project advanced through the early 1950s, culminating in the 0.22 Mach 2 interceptor prototype. Although this high-speed aircraft flew successfully, progress stalled due to insufficient financial support. Undeniably innovative, the X-19 was developed to explore the use of tilting propellers for achieving vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. This unconventional aircraft originated as a private project by the Curtiss-Wright Corporation, a former aircraft manufacturer that had shifted its focus to engine technology by the 1960s. Designated an experimental X-plane by the U.S. Air Force, the X-19 underwent a 2-year flight test program that significantly advanced VTOL research. The Fairey Delta II was among several groundbreaking aircraft to appear during the fast-paced evolution of post-war aviation. It was the first British supersonic delta-wing aircraft and the first to feature a drooping nose to enhance pilot visibility at lower speeds, a design later used on the Concorde. Beginning in 1954, two Delta II prototypes undertook a series of research flights, producing a vast amount of data that would inform the design of future military and civilian aircraft. Developed to operate from the Soviet Navy's Kiev-class aircraft carrying cruisers as a successor to the Yak-38 Forger, the Yak-141 made its first flight in March 1989. It featured an innovative design combining a powerful main engine with two auxiliary lift jets. The aircraft's vectoring nozzles allowed for vertical takeoff. During standard flight, it was capable of reaching supersonic speeds.